to devise some kind of method or strategy to offset some of the events or a repetition of the events that have taken place here in Los Angeles recently. We have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put 2 dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Samir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man to go nuts if he can't shoot. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
We are
sense.
denied not only civil rights but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Ahmadiyyah.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They're trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations. I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
I'm
Queen.
getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation.
Queen.
In my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunsa. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I won't always smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all in Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get mad. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on their necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat.
This is the sound of Eric
It's a cut on the gas, other one on their necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hate hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got...
This is the sound of Image by...
All right. Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in once again to the original Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is your morning wake-up call. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you have not done so already, be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. As per usual, if you don't like what the Queen is cooking, you already know what to do. Exit stage left. Don't let the virtual doorknob hit you on your way out. All right, for those who choose to stay, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Dr._A_Shakur, TikTok at Dr. A Shakur, and Twitter at DGoddess27. All right. Shout out to Juju B said the Queen is queening. Okay, that Crazy Beach Aries, Buckhorst DC, Terry Hinton, Vince I Am from the UK, Claudette Pearly, Wavy though, 504 Nola, Hundia. All right. Shout out to my moderators putting in work. Y'all know how they do. All right, G from the land, Jeff ATL, Antoinette Bithia, Kevin Easley, Fosheezy one is here. All right, Claudette, did I say you? Nessie X, Deronda, all hell no. Okay, so let's get into it. Priscilla Lewis. All right, shout out to all of my loyal royals and newcomers in the chat. If you're new, please go ahead and subscribe, honey. You'll trust me, you'll be doing yourself a great service. Okay, so with that all being said, Buckhorst DC, don't come in here starting mess this early. Okay, hey, Cherokee to Senadale, Christopher Perkins in the house. So we are here to listen to at the real Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur show fully and clearly articulate the true data. Christopher, you know how to flatter me, don't you? All right, so hey, Khalid. So let's get into it, Laverne. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. And so here's what we're going to talk about today, people. We're going to talk about Jay-Z and Cathy White. Now, I've mentioned Jay-Z and Cathy White to you all before. I'm going to pull up the receipts from this old video where I spoke about it briefly. And then we're going to talk about it because let me tell you all something. Some TikTokers want Beyonce locked up. I'm serious. It's true. Now, Beyonce's new song titled Daughter has come out, and there's people all over TikTok playing the song and saying that this song is a murder confession. Jeff ATL said, who the hell is Cathy White? Well, you're about to find out. Trust and believe. Christopher says she needs to go to jail. Does she? Listen. So these people are all over TikTok, honey. They've solved the case. They've already got the court docs drawn up, and they said they want Beyonce locked up immediately. Okay. Just telling you what they said. Okay, so let's get into it. In all seriousness, I find it all so interesting. Now, first things first, I'm going to let you guys, should I save that for last? Hold on. Let me send this to my email real quick, because we're going to talk about these lyrics, and I'm going to tell you like this. Being a songwriter and a poet myself, honestly, I found the lyrics very disturbing. Very disturbing. Sounds like they came from quite a little depraved mind, is all I'm saying. Now, so in my interest, I went and looked up who wrote the song to see if Beyonce had a hand in it, and yeah, she did. And so we'll get into that in a moment. But before we get into that, let's talk about what I told you previously about Jay-Z and what Jaguar, because I showed you a clip of what Jaguar had to say as well. I'm sending these lyrics to my email. Okay. So the song is clearly about violence and vitriol. Please pay attention. Okay, so now I'm going to share my screen so you all can see this video. Lights up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. Okay, here we go. Anyway, I just find it all interesting, but you know, I wouldn't just be moving to Ghana if I was in that lifestyle, which I'm not saying he is in that lifestyle, but there's allegations, is all I'm saying. So now moving right along, let's talk about Jay-Z. Okay, and this young woman by the name of Cathy White, whom some say was his alleged mistress. Okay, and this is what they say. And this woman lost her life, I believe it was in 2011. Jay-Z's alleged mistress dies at the age of 28. So let me just tell you this. This woman was supposed to allegedly have been having something going on with Jay-Z, right? And they said that she became upset when Beyonce in 2011 announced that she was pregnant at the VMAs. And they said once Beyonce made that announcement, well, allegedly, Cathy White called Jay-Z and made threats because she was upset about it. You know, I don't know what Jay-Z allegedly had been telling her, but they said she was upset about it and basically told Jay-Z that she was going to go to the tabloids and expose him about the affair, alleged affair, shall I say. So shortly thereafter, that woman came up dead. Shortly thereafter, she came up dead. Now, fitness and beauty expert Cathy White was found dead in her Manhattan apartment on September the 2nd. This was in 2011, while White, a Howard University graduate, a contributor to various online publications, and was the CEO of her own public relations firm. Now, White's White Label PR, the reported cause of death. Hold on, what is all this? These typos. I'm sorry, y'all think I be joking? White Label PR. Anyway, the reported cause of death was an aneurysm, is what they said. Okay. Now the LA Beauty battled the blogs the last year after the Hollywood Street King reported that she was the mistress of Jay-Z. The rumors were sparked after she and model Claudia Jordan were allegedly spotted at Las Vegas at Tao nightclub, sitting at a table with Jay-Z and Puffy. Please pay attention. So they say a young woman who was rumored to be tied to Jay-Z has died at the age of 28. Now, industry publicist, fitness, and beauty expert Cathy White, has known as Corey to friends, has passed away. Friends of White have confirmed reports that White died from an aneurysm. It's not clear what kind of aneurysm she died from, as it can develop on many parts of the body. So an aneurysm occurs when part of the body or part of a blood vessel, artery, or cardiac chamber swells. Either the blood vessel is damaged or there is a weakness in the wall of the blood vessel. As blood pressure builds up, it balloons out at its weakest point. The swelling can be quite small or very large. When large, it tends to extend along the blood vessel, and as the aneurysm grows, there is a greater risk of rupture. Now, this can lead to severe hemorrhage and other complications, including sudden death. Her death has stirred up some unwanted attention for Jay-Z, with claims of a hidden love child in Trinidad and Tobago, and Illuminati conspiracy theorists claim that her death was a sacrifice for the famous people. It's so sad, R.I.P. to Cathy. That's what they reported. It is so sad. It is so sad, and I also find it very suspicious. Because here's the thing. On the day that this woman lost her life, they say that she was at home in her apartment and that she called 911. And they said almost immediately that it was an aneurysm. And my question was, how did they know so quickly that it was in fact an aneurysm? Now, before her death, okay, and here's the thing, she died a year to the day of that story coming out about her being Jay-Z's mistress, a year to the day, okay? But 2 weeks prior to her death, a major tabloid supposedly called her about Jay-Z. They'd heard about the allegations of her being his mistress, and they wanted information. Now, they say that she gave them a tidbit of information. They said this was all because, like I told you, they say she was upset because Beyonce came to the VMAs and announced that she was pregnant. And within 48 hours, a little bit over 48 hours after Beyonce made that announcement, well, they said she was dead. Okay, they say she was dead just within hours after, like a little after 48 hours. They say she called Jay-Z, threatened that she was going to go to the tabloids and for a price. So I don't know if she was extorting him, if she wanted money to be quiet or whatever,
But I find it very interesting that she turned up dead after that. But here's what Jaguar Wright had to say about it. And so please pay attention. And everyone, please get those likes up. Please like and share. Thank you in advance.
Cathy White's life was taken unfairly. She actually died screaming. And the Carters are responsible. But one of them is just a little more responsible than the other. Question is, did Sean Carter delete his mistress, his pregnant mistress, because his wife was jealous? Or could it be possible that maybe his wife's temper is just a little worse than most people think? And maybe he just had to clean it up to protect the brand's sake. I mean, I'm just speculating.
Cathy White. And I found this one particularly interesting because it was all shades of mess.
Okay, I'm going to stop that right there, honey, because all that music. But here's the thing. I find that all very interesting, okay? I find that all very interesting. And here's some pictures of the young lady right here. Beautiful young lady. Beautiful young lady. And that's just very sad that she had to lose her life. Now, I don't know if anybody had anything to do with it, if she actually had the aneurysm or whatever, but I just found it all very interesting. And here's the thing. Someone who alleges that they had some information from the law enforcement for someone who was within law enforcement said that the person told them that that woman did not die from no aneurysm. Okay, that's what they said. All right, they said that she did not die from an aneurysm. They say that law enforcement, their connection in law enforcement told them that it was a suspicious death. Oh, sorry, I forgot I was muted. But yeah, so that is what they said. They said that it was ruled first. They said something about blunt force trauma. And then it said it was the aneurysm. Then it was suspicious. So it's just, I have a whole lot of questions. Okay, and so here's the thing. This all came back to resurface just a couple of months ago when a journalist by the name of Liz Crokin had posted about it, okay? And so she was making some accusations against Jay-Z. So I'm going to share my screen to show you all what Liz Crokin posted. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Sweetie said she was clearly his type. I would agree. I absolutely would agree, beloved. Okay, so here's what Liz posted that, you know, brought all of this back to the forefront because many people had never even heard of it. It says, it's only a matter of time before spirit cooking Jay-Z is exposed like Diddy. There's a reason Kanye said Jay-Z's got murderers. I would know. He's evil to the core. I pray there will be justice for Cathy White one day. All right. And so that's what Liz Crokin posted, which, like I said, brought all of this back up to the forefront. And then here's something else she put up there. Hold on. Share my screen for this. You never know. It's a whole lot of egregious things that go on in Hollywood and the music industry in general, as far as I'm concerned. Okay. Now, this is what she posted also. It says, Diddy, who hung out with Jay-Z when he was with Cathy, has also been accused of getting rid of his ex-girlfriend, Kim Porter, who also died under suspicious circumstances. So now she's making a connection between Diddy having been tied to the death of an ex and Jay-Z the same. And she said that they're friends and they all hung out. Kim's baby daddy, Albie Shore, has suggested she was murdered, according to Radar. Jaguar Wright has also said she absolutely believes without hesitation Diddy had something to do with Kim's death. Furthermore, Jaguar has also claimed that Jay-Z is worse than Diddy. Sean Carter's worse he's smarter, Jaguar said, according to the Petty Show, which also covered my tweets exposing Jay-Z and the truth about Cathy that she posted. Now, with that all being said, Jaguar definitely did say that he was worse than Diddy because she said he's smarter. And so he knows how to play the game better, is what she was alluding to. But so here's the thing. Now, this woman, Liz Crokin, called Jay-Z a spirit cooker. She said spirit cooking Jay-Z. Well, why would she call him a spirit cooker? Well, probably because he's been known to hang out with Marina Abramovic, and who definitely dabbles in the art of spirit cooking, or so they say. And here's a picture of her right here doing just that. It looks like her eating from a cake that's made to look like a human, so it looks like they're cannibalizing someone. Now, who finds this delicious? I'm sorry, it looks disgusting. Okay? This looks absolutely disgusting. Can y'all see that? That's a cake. And that's Marina in the black. Okay? That's her in the black, and this is who Jay-Z's been known to hang out with. All right, so I could definitely see why she said that. And now here's another picture of Marina. Just to give you an idea of what kind of satanic stuff that she's into. But Jay-Z and Beyonce, well, you know, they were friends with this woman. Okay? So let's look at this. What is she holding here? What's this? Oh, I'm sorry. A severed goat's head, no less. Okay, all disgusting. All disgusting. Okay, now if you're hanging out with people who do such things, I don't put anything past you ever. That's all I'm saying. This clearly looks like something deplorable. And then here is a picture of her and Jay-Z. And she was actually in that Crazy Beach area said Baphomet. Exactly, yes, because Baphomet has the head of a goat. Now here is her with Jay-Z. She was in Jay-Z's Picasso video. Okay? Now, see, they look like they was Ace Boone and Coons. Okay? Ace Boone Coons. So please pay attention. Like the best of friends. All right, so with that all being said, it is disgusting, says Claudette. Yes. And now, let's get into some videos. Oh, let me just show you all this too, because also Liz Crokin talked about, I think it was Liz Crokin that talked about Claudia Jordan being friends with this young woman. And yes, there are several pictures of her with Claudia Jordan and one with them with Diddy. And I think I showed you all the one with them and Diddy at the party before. As you can see there, that's her and Claudia Jordan. Now, people have said recently that Claudia is saying that her and the lady are not even friends. Okay? All right. Hold on for a second. I'm having a few technical issues. Let me pull something up real quick. Okay, there we go. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. I accidentally clicked off the tab, so I had to pull it back up real quick. Okay, so now I'm adjusting my camera software for a second. All right, there we go. Now, let's look at this last picture. Because this is supposedly her and Claudia at a club with Diddy and Jay-Z. And now they say Claudia's trying to act like she wasn't friends with this lady. Well, what were you? Let me enlarge that a little bit more. Now you can clearly see this is in the fuchsia looking right here, like almost a pinkish purple color. That is Cathy with the circle around here. And right here in the white is Claudia. Then over here with the glasses on, and it looks like a denim jacket perhaps, is Jay-Z. And then there's Diddy looking like a deer in the headlights wearing a white tee. Y'all see them right here where the arrow is? That's Diddy and Jay-Z, and there's Claudia and Cathy White. All right, so think that's a coincidence? Because I don't. All right, something was clearly afoot. Please pay attention. Now, with that all being said, let's go to these videos. Okay, likes up, everyone, please like and share. I'm going to start with the first one. Okay, here we go.
Lloyd started reaching out to Cathy for tea. Allegedly, 2 weeks before she passed on, Cathy was contacted by a major tabloid that was investigating the Jay-Z connection. She gave them little information to go on, but according to one of the sources following her conversation with the tabloid, she called Jay and told him that she was going to go public with their affair for a price. Then, about 48 hours after the announcement that Beyonce was pregnant with Jay-Z's baby, Cathy suddenly passed on under suspicious circumstances, and the cause of death was given as a brain aneurysm. Tell me that isn't suspicious. Of course, it's hella sus, and after a bit of more digging, I came across a report saying that Cathy did not die from a brain aneurysm. According to an NYPD detective, Cathy's cause of death was uncertain, and the detective said that they had the autopsy and toxicology reports done to figure out what really happened to her. Here's what the detective said, quote, a 911 call came from an apartment on 130 West 19th Street in Manhattan. Ambulance came and took Cathy because she was sick. They took her to the Beth Israel Hospital, and that's where she expired. It was too early to be speculating that an aneurysm killed her. They will be doing an autopsy later today to check out her cause of death, but someone might have given Cathy a bad, so they'll do a toxicology and we'll have to wait 2 weeks for the report. Child, even after a detective confirmed that something sus was going on there, I find it quite fascinating that the real autopsy report never came out and the information never found itself to the media. Basically, someone worked really hard to make sure that no more information got out about the affair, and the cause of death was concluded as an aneurysm. Again, this definitely sounds like something Jay is capable of. So this whole thing has been blowing over recently because a reporter named Liz Crokin decided to spill. Liz said on X that in August of 2011, she was working as a senior editor for Star magazine, and her boss asked her to look into online blog reports claiming that a woman named Cathy White, who friends call Corey, was having an affair with Jay-Z. Liz said, I managed to get a hold of Cathy at her job in New York over the phone. During our first conversation, she denied having an affair with Jay-Z. Furthermore, she also claimed that she had never hung out with him or had even met him. I then uncovered photos of Cathy hanging with Jay-Z and Diddy, no less, at Tao nightclub in Las Vegas. So I called her back and asked her about the photo evidence that debunked her initial claim that she had never met or hung out with Jay-Z. At this point, Cathy expressed to me that she would consider going public with her story. According to Liz, days later she tried to reach her at work with no luck, and she finally got a hold of one of her colleagues and asked her if she knew why Cathy had been MIA, and her colleague shockingly told her she was no more. Liz also said that sources told her that Cathy had told Jay-Z she was considering going public with Star via her after they talked. She said there were also online blogs that reported the same story, and she ran a small story on this that appeared in Star at the time. In addition, she said she wanted to pursue the story further, particularly investigate if she was indeed unalived, but she was discouraged from doing so, and her boss was not interested in running a follow-up piece. Liz also added that years later, she met sources who knew both Jay-Z and Cathy and inside information on her death, and they strongly believed that Jay-Z had her unalived to silence her. Allegedly, one source even told her that Jay-Z had law enforcement and even coroners in his back pocket, and the source also said that there were corrupt coroners in New York City who will rule homicides as natural deaths.
Okay, so you all heard that. I want you to pay attention. Said there's coroners in New York City, allegedly, that will rule homicides natural causes. Isn't that something sounding like what happened to Kim Porter? Because remember, the first coroner, Dr. Ed Winter, said that there was toxins and that her death was problematic. And he was going to do further investigation, and then they took him off the case for whatever reason. They just made up an excuse to take him off the case and then got somebody else on the case. And then this person takes a whole 2 more weeks to come up with a conclusion. And then they said it was pneumonia. Okay, I just want you all to pay attention. But here's the thing. Let me show you this picture because I thought this was very interesting as well. So Cathy White had this ring, this huge diamond ring, which looks a lot like the same ring that Beyonce wears. I'm not saying it's the same ring. I'm just saying maybe somebody bought them the same ring. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. Now, as you can see right there, there's Cathy's ring. Can you all see that? Let me see. Okay, yeah, you can see Cathy's ring right there. Now, let's look at Beyonce's ring. See Beyonce's hand on her hip? There's the ring, and it's enlarged so you can see it. I'm sorry, but those rings look very similar. Not saying they're the same, but it looks like the same person probably picked them out. That's all I'm saying. A coincidence? Perhaps. But I don't believe in coincidences. So I just find that all interesting as well. How about y'all? How about y'all? Sophie says, one last thing about the book. Yes, Jay and Bay name is called out of the book. I'm surprised no one is speaking about this book. What book is this, honey? I have to go back and find out about this. Okay, so anyway, with that all been said, T of y'all said there are whole liars as coroners ruling any way you want. Yes, for a few dollars. Absolutely. Okay, absolutely. No surprise there. I'm sure they do it for the police often when there's people that look like me that turn up deleted under mysterious circumstances, okay, during traffic stops and such. Okay, so here's the next one. Likes up, everyone, please like and share.
When Jay-Z was allegedly painting the town red with Cathy in Vegas. Well, conveniently, Beyonce was off on her I Am World Tour, and in September 2009, she had a series of concerts in Australia. Now, here's where it gets really messy. When Hollywood Street King first dropped the bomb about Jay-Z's alleged fling with Cathy, most people dismissed it as just another piece of celeb gossip, and the whole story quickly went under the radar. But fast forward to September 2nd, 2011, and news broke that Cathy was found dead and deceased in her apartment at age 28. And here's where it gets even more tangled. By the time Cathy's unfortunate passing made headlines, Beyonce was already pregnant with Blue Ivy. In fact, she announced her pregnancy at the VMAs on August 28th, 2011, 5 days before Cathy died. Well, the timeline is interesting for sure, especially when you factor in those rumors about Beyonce using a surrogate and faking her pregnancy. Not only that, but some folks even speculated that Jay got Cathy pregnant and that Beyonce's sudden pregnancy announcement was a major distraction. What's also creepy to me is that Cathy died on September 2nd and Beyonce's birthday is September 4th. But hey, it's all probably one big coincidence, right? Well, not according to journalist Liz Cronking, who just dropped a bombshell on X, alluding to Jay-Z being involved in Cathy's death. Now, Liz has been at this for a while. Back in July 2017, she posted this. When Kanye West says Jay-Z has murdered, I believe he's talking about the people who killed Cathy White. So Liz was here referring to Ye's famous speech against Jay-Z and Beyonce back in 2016 when he claimed Beyonce was blackmailing award shows and hinted that Jay-Z is capable of taking people out if they go against him. Well, last week, Liz decided to remind people about her old tweet, and this time she added this message. Note the date. Hey Jay-Z, I was the reporter who talked to your alleged mistress right before she died / was murdered. I know everything. I know what you did. Go F yourself. Your time is coming. Maybe you and Diddy can share a prison cell together. Justice is coming. But Liz didn't stop there. She also listed Jay-Z's alleged crimes, which, according to her, include the following. Jay-Z stabbed record producer Lance Rivera in 1999. His nightclub 4040 was reported to have bounced checks. Jay-Z admits he was a former dealer. Jay-Z admitted he shot his brother when he was 12 years old. He reportedly punched a young female fan backstage at a concert in 1999. In 2001, he was arrested for illegal possession. And then there's Cathy White. Now, you already know the Beehive is now coming after Liz, calling her a conspiracy theorist and throwing her name through the mud. But there are also a lot of people who are supporting Liz and saying they wouldn't put anything past Jay-Z at this point. Knowing everything we know about Jay, including his close relationship with Diddy and how quickly he threw Kanye under the bus, there are a bunch of folks out there saying Jay might be just as shady or even worse than Brother Love. Someone said, Diddy is bad, very bad, but wait until Jay-Z gets exposed. He's worse. And another fan added, makes me think about when Jay and Kanye stopped talking and how everyone looked at Ye like he was crazy. Whole time. But what's your take on this Cathy White story? Do you think Liz and Kanye...
Okay, so now remember that Kanye said that Jay had some killers and don't send them at his head. Please pay attention. Let me just play this to remind you.
Here to give y'all my truth, even at the risk of my own life. Even at the risk of my own success, my own career, I've been sent here to give y'all the truth. Jay-Z called me, bro. You still ain't called me. Jay-Z called me. Hey, bro, Jay-Z, I know you got killers. Please don't send them out my head. Just call me.
Okay. So, but listen to this. This is an article from 2010. It says, we have more details about the woman at the center of Jay-Z's cheating scandal, Cathy Coriana, also known as Corey White. You may remember we first told you all about Jay-Z's secret rendezvous to Las Vegas with Corey during the time of the Floyd Mayweather and Juan Manuel Marquez fight or boxing match. Sources now tell us just before the pair attending the Sun City fight, or before they attended the Sun City fight, Jay purchased a $2,500 pair of Louis Vuitton shoes for Corey to wear that evening. Insiders say that Jay requested Corey bring a few friends to ride with them that evening in order for them not to appear as a couple. During their time in Vegas, Jay also took Corey gambling at the Bellagio Casino. That's where Jay was again reportedly adamant about Corey's friends circling the pair during their time at the table in an attempt to cover their public appearances. Now I'm asking my male readers this. If you were married to Beyonce, would you cheat on her? So that's what they reported in 2010. Okay. And so I'm just saying there's more allegations. All right. Moving right along. Here's another one.
Part 2. When this editor from Star Magazine found out that Cathy White had suddenly passed away, she was completely shocked and immediately wondered if this was not a coincidence. Sources close to Cathy were able to divulge that Cathy had gone to Jay-Z to let him know that she was considering coming forward and sharing her side of the story and her truth of what has been going on between the two of them. Within days of Jay-Z allegedly learning that his alleged mistress was going to come forward and expose their ongoing affair, on August 28th of 2011, Beyonce and Jay-Z announced that they were pregnant with their first child. And they announced this at the VMAs. On September 1st of 2011, just days after Jay-Z and Beyonce had announced that they were pregnant, Cathy White would no longer be alive. There are conflicting reports on the state in which Cathy White was found on that very tragic day. Some sources say she was found unresponsive in her New York apartment, while other sources say that there was a 911 call that came from Cathy's apartment. And when paramedics arrived, they took Cathy White to the hospital because she was extremely ill and then was later pronounced unalive in the hospital. Cathy White's autopsy and toxicology were never released to the public, but ultimately the manner in which Cathy passed was ruled to have been caused by a brain aneurysm. It was also heavily speculated that Cathy White was pregnant with Jay-Z's child at the time of her passing, but with the autopsy never being released, it's not possible for us to confirm that information. If this woman was pregnant, that just makes everything that much more tragic, but I just was not able to find definitive proof or confirmation of this detail, so I will just leave it at that. With Cathy being such a young and healthy woman, it is very shocking to hear that this was the way that she passed. This editor at Star Magazine, Liz, continued to dig into this situation despite the fact that Cathy had passed away and despite the fact that her boss urged her not to continue looking into the situation. While doing her research, Liz allegedly discovered that Jay-Z, the self-proclaimed king of New York, has many NYPD officials in his back pocket. Liz also allegedly discovered that there was a decent amount of coroners in New York City who were willing to rule a very obvious suspicious passing or unaliving as a natural passing for the right amount of cash. Now, I want to talk about one of the biggest theories that I've seen people speculate about online about this entire situation and why it happened in the way that it happened. And again, this is just speculation. I'm not saying that this is facts. Speculation. Many speculated that Beyonce and Jay-Z used a surrogate to get pregnant with their daughter Blue Ivy. And while of course using a surrogate is most certainly not controversial in the slightest, many were speculating simply from this clip right here that Beyonce was using a fake bump to appear as though she was pregnant.
First, there was some speculation about the varying sizes of her baby bump. But ever since her recent interview on Sunday Night HD, there's been a whole new wave of people saying what must have been a fake baby bump visually collapsed as she sat down. I admit, that did look weird, but maybe it was a weird camera angle. Or maybe she wears extra padding to keep her due date a secret.
Because of the way that Beyonce's belly folded when she sat down, many believe that there was no way that that was a real baby bump. There was so much speculation about this situation that even Wendy Williams did an experiment with her audience to see if other pregnant women's bellies folded like that when they sat down.
Beyonce recently, like last Sunday, appeared on an Australian show. And when she sat down, the baby bump squashed, bent, and crumpled.
The reason that I bring this up though is because if Beyonce and Jay-Z were having a baby via a surrogate, it would be a little odd to announce that they were physically with child, unless the House of Carter was trying to cause a massive media PR frenzy to take all of the media attention away from the woman who was just recently alleged in the press to be Jay-Z's mistress mysteriously passing away. Well, obviously that is just speculation and maybe a little bit of conspiracy, but if it was their intention to take the media attention off of anyone potentially running a story about Jay-Z's mistress passing away, it most certainly worked, because the media and the press were completely zeroed in on Beyonce and Jay-Z's pregnancy from the moment it was announced to the moment that Blue Ivy made her arrival. And at least I know, I personally never even heard about Cathy White until this whole P. Diddy stuff started flipping everything on its head. Go to part 3.
Okay, so what do you all think? Because I find it all nefarious. What do you all have to say about that? Laverne said, very observant, Queen. AJ said a face only a mom could love. Oh, terrible. I gather you're talking about Jay-Z. She never took any real pregnancy pictures with Blue. Well, I always felt like she had a surrogate, like someone else carried the baby. That's what I thought. When I saw her stomach cave in like that, I just thought that was very, strange, to say the least. Just thought it was a bit strange. Now, let's talk about these song lyrics. Because, Nate from Brooklyn said it did buckle. Naja said she had one of those fake baby bumps. Okay. Pearlie said these devils are crafty. Wavy though said Beyonce is gonna let herself go through the life change that is being pregnant. Okay, so listen, let's talk about these song lyrics, because like I said, I found them very disturbing. Okay, please listen. Pay attention. Let me pull this up. Now, once again, I do believe the song is titled Daughter. Okay, and so here's an article that's called Behind the Violent Meaning of Daughter by Beyonce. That's what it says. Behind the Violent Meaning of Daughter. It says, in many ways, Daughter, usually stylized in capital letters, sees Beyonce pick up where she left off on Lemonade, her 2016 blockbuster album. She takes on infidelity with anger leading her actions. It's the kind of vindictiveness that she harnessed in that earlier work. Moreover, this song falls in line with classic country murder ballads, adding something innate to her exploration of the genre. In her tale, it's her father's temperament that is the onus behind her own. Uncover the meaning of this song. Well, I'm going to tell you the lyrics. Your body laid out on these filthy floors, because she confronted this woman in the bathroom. Please pay attention. So your body laid out on these filthy floors. your blood stains on my custom coutures. Bathroom attendant let me right in. She was a big fan. So they say Beyonce plays a character in this song. In the opening lines, she sings about a bloody body, which we later find out is a product of her own doing. Now I ripped your dress and you're all black and blue, she says. Look what you made me do. This is all nefarious. I'm sorry, but y'all don't find this concerning? Y'all don't find this suspicious or concerning? I'm sorry, what? I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, but this is a bit concerning. I'm sorry. I just found it all a bit unsettling, to say the least. Now, they keep saying that I ain't nothing like my father, but I'm the furthest thing from choir boys and altars. If you cross me, I'm just like my father. I am colder than Titanic water. Didn't Jaguar say that one of them had a temper that was a little worse than the others? Or that his wife's temper might be a little worse than the others? In the chorus, she gets into the pipeline from her father's anger to her own when crossed. Beyonce says that she's not afraid to fight dirty. After all, she is her father's daughter. Later in the song, Beyonce switches her focus from someone in a dress to a man trying to hold his breath. The connection between the two things can only lead to one conclusion: infidelity. So I don't know. What do y'all have to say about all of this? They go on to say later on in the song, Beyonce switches her focus from someone in a dress to a man trying to breathe. Okay, it's a topic Beyonce has explored she's explored, and they say the entirety of Lemonade is about that betrayal. It seems it's still something that plays on her mind, particularly the violent streak that comes out when she thinks about it, thinks too hard on it. Help me, Lord, for these fantasies in my head, they ain't never been safe ones. I don't fellowship with these fake ones, so let's travel to white chapels and sing hymns. All right, so LaTonya said, don't they put rappers away for their lyrics? Yes, they absolutely do. And that's why they were saying on TikTok that Beyonce needs to be arrested post haste. That's why they were saying that. Okay. I find it all nefarious. So anyway, and the song is called Daughter. Why would she? But here's the thing. I find it interesting because what does that song have to do with a daughter? Why is the song called Daughter? Is she saying that that's why she killed the woman? Because in the song I'm saying, is that why she killed the woman? Because she was having a daughter? Or it was going to be affecting her daughter? I don't know. It just all sounds very strange. But, you know, like I said, Beyonce, I looked up to see if she actually wrote the song. She didn't write it by herself, but she did have a hand in it. It says it was written by Beyonce, Cam, Simon Martinson, and Derek Dixie. Okay, Beyonce, Cam, Simon Martinson, and Derek Dixie all wrote the song together, is what it says. So what do you all think? I mean, because clearly people on TikTok think they've got it all figured out. And this song was the talk of the town when it first came out. Just so you all know, there was numerous articles about it. So I'm going to play one last video. And this is a TikToker who absolutely thinks that everybody's crazy for even trying to imply that Beyonce wrote that song as a confession.
Have y'all heard Beyonce's song, Daughter? Some are saying that it's a confession to murder. My name is Easy Breezy, and I love all things pop and hip-hop culture, so let's talk about it. See, y'all try to take my head off about what Jaguar said about Megan Thee Stallion. Y'all try to take me out behind what she said about Megan Thee Stallion. And I take the same stance. I'm sure I don't believe that this song is about murder. Because why would Beyonce confess to murder? Why would she do that? Now, I'm going to tell y'all what I think the song is about, okay? I think the song is about a miscarriage or several miscarriages. I think Beyonce has several miscarriages before the success of Blue Ivy. And I think the song is talking about an experience where she had miscarried. From what I get from the song is I think she blames herself for the miscarriage and she's beating herself up about it. She used to beat herself up about it. And more importantly, she blamed Jay-Z for the stress of it all and his arrogance above all things while she's going through what she's going through. Don't jump down my throat, I'm making shit up, but y'all are too. And I think she's admitting her faults that, like, yeah, I do work hard. I'm my daddy's daughter. I work hard. But just like my daddy, I can get real fucking mean and I can get real cold. So don't fucking play with me. I think
Okay, so what do y'all think about what she had to say? Because it sounded like to me like she was clearly reaching. So Mama says she did have a miscarriage in 2009 and 2010, the first pregnancy. Okay, that could be true. But does that sound like a miscarriage song? Let's go over these lyrics again. Hold on. They keep saying I ain't nothing like my father, but I'm the furthest thing from choir boys and altars. If you cross me, I'm just like my father. I'm colder than Titanic water. All right. Says she's not afraid to fight dirty. After all, I'm my father's daughter. Your body laid on these filthy floors. Your blood stains on my custom coutures. Bathroom attendant let me in. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a miscarriage to me. And then she says, now I ripped your dress. See, that lady sounds crazy. She's just trying to make excuses. It says, now I ripped your dress and you're all black and blue. Look what you made me do. Okay? I'm sorry. The song was about murder. She said she don't think it's about murder. It's absolutely about murder. Not maybe a murder in real life, but at least a murder in the song is all I'm saying. Okay? Okay, Vince I Am says, sounds like she's babbling like a Nashidian. All right, at the end of the day, this is all so crazy. J.R. Meadow says, I'm not sure. I just know they are evildoers. I believe so. Shy Hannah said, big reaching, okay? Swift says she's grasping at straws. Okay. I mean, that clearly has nothing to do with a miscarriage or an abortion, lady. Please sit down somewhere. I'm not saying it had to do anything with Cathy White. I'm just telling y'all what the TikTokers have said. But what I do know is that didn't have anything to do with a miscarriage, all right? She said she ripped off the dress and now you're black and blue. Means she beat your A. And she also said that she doesn't mind fighting dirty. So I'm sorry, how she weaved in a miscarriage or an abortion into that song is beyond me. It's beyond me, okay? So Pretty Wing said miscarriage is a stretch, okay? I'm saying it absolutely is. Odd Negroes Official said that's a nothing burger. Okay. That Crazy Fish Air said the lies they weave. All right. So anyway, here's the thing. I don't know what this song is about. At the end of the day, it could be about, something she did or she's thinking about that happened to her. But at the end, here's the thing. At the end, it says, help me, Lord, from these fantasies in my head. They ain't ever been safe ones. I don't fellowship with these fake ones. So let's travel to white chapels and sing hymns. And so she said it's a fantasy. It's a fantasy that's in her head. But you're fantasizing about killing somebody because Jay-Z cheated with them? Is that what you're saying? I just have questions. All Hell No said the bees will say anything. Yeah, the beehive absolutely will. Leon said it's no good. Okay, so with that all being said, I'm going to conclude this broadcast. I want to thank you all for tuning in. You all, I'm going to keep looking for information about this because I find it all so egregious, like I said. And this woman, I don't think that she just up and died from an aneurysm. I really don't believe that. 28 years old, she looked perfectly healthy. She was a fitness trainer too, I do believe. So I don't know. I'm not saying it couldn't have happened, but I just find it suspicious due to the timing specifically. Okay? Due to the timing specifically. All right. 4 weeks after she said she was going to run her mouth. I don't know. So with that all being said, everyone please like and share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Listen, I'm not going live on the backup channel today right now. I have something to do. So everyone please like and share this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click the notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. Also, don't forget to double check and make sure you're still subscribed, especially if you have not been receiving notifications. For all the new members or for the new subscribers, please double check to make sure you're still subscribed, okay? Because they unsubscribe people on a daily. And if you're not receiving notifications, that could be why. Okay, because I literally go live every day, Monday through Friday. On the weekends, it varies, but Monday through Friday, I'm always here, okay? I'm always here, unless there's a natural disaster or something like that. But with that all been said, I hope you all enjoy the rest of this day. Ben says, thank you, Queen, for a great broadcast as always. Thank you, beloved. Okay, so I love you all to life. Each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives. Peace.
Gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. That's See right. A bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece. This time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got